Everyone's BMX Mad B53, and as you can tell, this is a response to one of Truthslayer's videos, so obviously won't make any sense if you haven't watched it. So I suggest you watch it, then watch this. If you don't want to, well, not really anything I can do about that, but hey. Anyway, basically the main point of his video was to say that, most internet wrestling fans are somewhat disrespected by many promoters oftentimes. Now, the way they do it really isn't right, or the logic behind it rather. Like, they think that us internet wrestling fans don't know anything because we've never wrestled a match. And, to an extent, I guess I can understand that, I mean, but as you said, some of them, they haven't either. Now, you compared wrestling to a con game, and I think that's a very, very, very good assessment of it. Sometimes some promoters are even referred to as con men, such as Ian Rotten. He's oftentimes referred to as a carny, or whatever you want to call him. I think he's a pretty good guy, and quite frankly, I think he does a stand-up job with IWA in general. But that's just my opinion on him. But as far as cheering and booing and all that stuff, it's going to be very hard to convince fans now because they have become smarter, as you said. And that's really why I think Vince McMahon's still the best at that. But, moving on here, Disco Inferno, that guy's a moron. Alright, he's not allowed to talk anymore. When I read what he said about Bryan Danielson, I kind of wanted to go find him and punch him in the face, Like, seriously, you're a moron, you're not allowed to talk. And if anyone's watching this video and doesn't know who Bryan Danielson is, yeah, you too should go hang out with the Disco Inferno all day. But I just don't understand promoters now. I mean, the fans have gotten smarter. They've changed a lot. Most of them have, at least. And I think they need to adjust. If they don't adjust, they're going to be left out there and eventually closed. I'm a big fan of independent wrestling, as apparently you are too, obviously. And I really think that they need to adjust to the smarter fans now. Now, I'm not saying all the way, don't do hour matches and a whole bunch of spots and all that other crap. But, maybe just little by little, maybe change a few things. Like even WWE, they need to adjust a little bit. Granted, they're gearing their product more towards kids now. But, I mean, like you said, Triple H moving off of SmackDown, CM Punk with the title, they are changing a little by little. That's really all you need to do, and then eventually people are going to take notice, and the fans will adjust too. It's not really like the promoters have to adjust all the way, or the fans do. It should be somewhere in the middle. Your expectations don't have to be sky high, but you shouldn't expect nothing. And I've grown to expect nothing from TNA and WWE as of late. Now, there are times when I really enjoy WWE and I really enjoy TNA at times, but for the most part I'm going to stick to my indies until mainstream wrestling figures out what they're doing. And, indie wrestling too, to some point needs to, get their crap together. But overall, I want to just say I really agree with what you had to say there, and I think it was a very good video. Anyway, I'm done.